Welcome to Spirit's Night Silence. My investigation took me to Slab House. Over the centuries, this part of land in the Mendip Hills saw its fair share of drama. Dating back to the Black Death in the 13th century, the inn takes its name from a slab where food and supplies was left for the villagers. Now, in 1685, Lord Chief Justice Jeffreys from London was sent by the King, whom was anxious that an example should be made to Somerset villagers. Dame Alice Loy was condemned to death for helping two rebels. She was an old and kind lady in Dorchester. Justice Jeffreys moved on to Somerset, where 300 rebels were awaiting their trial. Some was just fined, but back those money was hard. Yeah. Others were sentenced to be flogged, but majority were condemned to death as soon as possible by public. Now, the West Country folk, towns and villages, told stories and made legends of the rebels. Land and property confiscated for giving support of the rebels of the rebellion. 3 years later, bitterness remained, and the Somerset people did not hasten to join William's well-equipped army to go against the King. Now, that's just a little bit of the history. But my report is this. For a start, like I said, I am no trickster. What you see or what you hear is what my camera picks up. That voice, what rang out at that particular time, could have been a person shouting when the public stood and watched the hanging or stood and watched the whipping, the flogging. It wasn't just rebels, it was women, it was children as well. But Judge Jeffreys, he hung quite a few people, and up there of the slab in the Mendip Hills there had a lot of hangings and whippings. It was long after all this that Slab House actually was built. But over the years, when people was moving in to the inn, what was called Slab House, they noticed things disappearing, objects moving. People even seen an old lady sitting in a chair. Also saw a man sitting at table 9 by the fireplace. The owner had enough of the spirits. He called in an expert to get rid of the spirits. He thought it was about time. If these spirits was there purely because of the Black Death. It was high time that they cleanse the slab house. People even seen footsteps after mopping a floor, but nobody else was in that room, but footsteps was going along on the wet floor. What my camera picked up, I feel that there are spirits still left there. They haven't all gone. And when I put in slow motion of that voice, you had what I would say was whipping and music coming from a gramophone. That gives me about the same time, but in two different sections of centuries, that something occurred there with the talking and then the gramophone and also the whipping. So I'm going to state here and now that Slab House is very much still haunted. The sad news about this is, when it closed its doors for the last time, not long after, Slab House got burnt down. And it's believed to be arson. But now, contractors has moved in, and they're going to bulldoze the whole place down. They're up there bulldozing the whole place down, and then going to put it all into houses. Yeah. So that's a sad note there. But I was glad to go there to do the spirit haunting, and I hope the spirits may still be there or lay to rest. Thanks for listening. God bless. Take care. Love you lots.